three people in my family who matter to this story. My father, Robert Dean, 69 years old, a retired insurance executive who has always measured success by country club memberships and the weight of the watch on his wrist. My brother, Ethan, 41, a hedge fund manager who made his first million before 30 and his first lifelong enemy shortly after, me, though he never fully realized it. And my sister, Laura, 37, a corporate lawyer married to a man whose last name opens doors at the best restaurants in any city. Together, they formed a perfect triangle of assumptions about my life, each reinforcing the others, creating a structure of quiet condescension so solid it might as well have been architectural. My name is Shaina Dean. I am a colonel in the United States Army and the commanding officer of Fort Bragg, one of the largest military installations in the world. My family thinks I do paperwork. The gift card I gave my father cost me nothing. That's the first thing you need to understand. The Officers Club at Fort Bragg doesn't take reservations through normal channels, and they certainly don't sell gift cards at a register. What I held in my hand, cream-colored card stock inside a leather folder stamped with the installation seal, represented something far more valuable than money. It represented access. Access to a world my family couldn't buy their way into, no matter how many hedge funds Ethan managed or how many billable hours Laura logged. I had my aide prepare it weeks earlier. Lifetime access to Fort Bragg Officers Club. All private dining facilities. Special events. Transferable to immediate family members at the commander's discretion. Authorized by Colonel Shaina Dean, Installation Commander. My signature rested at the bottom. My father would open it at Father's Day brunch, surrounded by family and people who judged worth by luxury brands and vacation homes. He would glance at it, dismiss it as practical, and therefore inferior, and then someone would recognize what it actually meant. The trap was set. I learned how to become invisible in my own family by the time I was 12. It wasn't cruelty. It was something quieter, benign neglect. Ethan was the golden child, brilliant with numbers, destined for Wall Street the moment he discovered compound interest. Laura was the youngest, charming and persuasive, born to argue and win. And I was steady. Reliable. Good at following instructions. Shaina will be fine, my mother used to say. She's very organized. She died when I was 19. Cancer. Fast and merciless. My father remarried 2 years later. His new wife was polite, distant, and completely uninterested in adult stepchildren. Family gatherings continued, minus the one person who might have truly seen me. I joined ROTC in college. My father signed the paperwork without looking up, already late for a golf game. Military service looks good on a resume, he said. Do your time, then get a real job. I did 4 years. Then 8. Then 12. Around year 15, when I pinned Lieutenant Colonel, I stopped trying to explain. At 43, I commanded over 50,000 soldiers and civilians, oversaw a multi-billion-dollar budget, briefed generals and members of Congress, and coordinated operations across multiple divisions. My father still thought I handled administrative tasks. I let him. Father's Day brunch was held at the Waterford, the kind of place where prices aren't printed and the wine list requires interpretation. Ethan, arrived in his latest luxury car. Laura came with her husband and perfectly dressed children. And I showed up in my reliable SUV, wearing off-the-rack business casual. Same questions. Same assumptions. Still in the Army? Yes. Oh. Doing what? Administrative work. They nodded, satisfied. Gifts were presented after dessert. Ethan went first. A premium golf club membership. Applause followed. Laura went next. A luxury watch worth more than most people's cars. More applause. Then it was my turn. I handed my father the leather folder. He opened it, scanned the card, and smiled politely. A restaurant gift card, he said. How practical. He set it aside. 7 minutes later, everything changed. A waiter approached, young, rigid posture, military-bearing barely disguised beneath a service uniform. He picked up the folder carefully. "Sir," he said to my father, "this isn't a restaurant." Silence fell over the table. "That card grants lifetime access to the Fort Bragg Officers Club. Only installation commanders can authorize it." My brother froze. My sister's phone came out. "Your daughter," the waiter continued, "is the commanding officer of Fort Bragg." Shock rippled through the room. Articles appeared on Laura's screen. Photos. Headlines. "Colonel Shaina Dean assumes command." My father stared at me like he was seeing a stranger. "You command the entire base?" "Yes," I said quietly. The apologies came later. The regret. The sudden pride. But the truth had already landed. That night, I drove back through the gates of Fort Bragg as guards snapped to attention. The sun caught the silver eagles on my uniform. I returned the salutes and continued forward. I had always known who I was. It just took a gift card to make my family see it. Sometimes, the best gift isn't what someone wants. It's the truth they've avoided for years.